Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lenny. If you've been using ChatGPT and still haven't unlocked the agent mode, you're seriously missing out. This powerful new feature lets ChatGPT think and act like an agent. It can access tools, search the web, analyze files, and even run code all automatically without you having to prompt it for every single step. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how you can unlock agent mode. I'm also going to walk you through what it can do and share a few use cases that will blow your mind. So if you are ready to take ChatGPT from being just a smart assistant to becoming a full-on AI co-pilot, then you'd want to stick with me to the end of this tutorial. As usual, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, share this tutorial with other people, all the good stuff. Let's get started. First things first, what is the agent mode? Let me just set a few expectations. So the agent mode in ChatGPT is a unified agentic layer built on top of ChatGPT's models. So what it does is that it combines capabilities from previous tools like Operator and Deep Research, allowing the assistant to think and act using a virtual computer. And it can browse websites, it can fill out forms, it can run code, analyze data, and even generate deliverables like spreadsheets or slide decks. The agent mode isn't available for users who are on the free ChatGPT version. So if you want to access the agent mode, then as of July 2025, it's only available to the Pro and Plus users. It's not yet on the free tier. So if you are on the Plus version and you want to access the agent mode, all you have to do is type /agent, and then you'd be able to access it. So as you can see, you have it in the go down in here, and you can see that I only have 35 left. Even though it's available in the Plus and Pro versions, there are certain limitations you need to be aware of, and I would hopefully talk about these limitations. So yeah, so you just have to type /agent, and you'll be able to have access or activate the mode. We are still able to add some apps and connect some apps. We'll also have like sources, or if we want to connect to like your Gmail account, you want to connect to your Canva account, your Dropbox account, you can still do so. So for instance, if I do connect more, you can see that I can come in here and connect to my Google Drive if it's not already connected. I can also connect to Teams, Notion, Google Calendar, all of that. If I come into schedules, if I connect to my Google Calendar, for instance, then I'll be able to create calendar invitations and all the good stuff. So I'm going to connect to my Google Calendar for now. I would also want to connect my ChatGPT agent to my Gmail because for today's tutorial, I would want to do some demos that would require me to use Gmail. So I'm going to come in here, and then I'm going to connect to my Gmail account. I'm going to click on continue, and yeah, so that should be it for now. I believe this will be enough for my full tutorial. I know that the agent mode is quite helpful, but you should always be mindful of security. Make sure that you are using the best security practices at all times, and before you give ChatGPT access to everything, just think about your privacy, think about your security, or what they may use the data for. Okay, so when we come in here, we can see data controls in here. So you can activate any of these data controls. If you come into personalization, you can also have your own instructions and ask ChatGPT to call you a particular name, what trait your ChatGPT should have. You can include all of these in here. And then when you come in here, general, I believe this is activated like the agent mode. You could basically always change your thing, whether you want it to be backlight or you just want to use the default settings. Okay, so now that I have walked through what you should expect or what you should see once agent mode is activated, let's try out some few tests. I want to talk about some of the functionalities that the agent mode, just by activating the agent mode, you get access to. So the first one has to do with like visuals and text browsers. So the agent chooses between a full visual browser and a lightweight text browser depending on the task, right? And it can click, it can scroll, and it can fill forms like a person. I'm going to walk you through some realistic tasks so that you have an idea of what I mean. Now, the second one has to do with like the terminal inputting environment, okay? So you're able to run Python scripts in here, or you're able to manipulate files, you're able to enable things like data analysis or automation. And then there's a bit about APIs and connectors. And like I mentioned, in here, like if you come in here and you go to apps, if you come into sources, you'll be able to connect to left in GitHub, HubSpot, and all that. So you are able to pull services from different data sources, okay? Because of the connectors, it just gives you the ability to pull data from other data sources, okay? okay? And you can also have access to like public APIs. Now, the other thing as well is, I mentioned earlier on, the AI agent at every step in time will probably pause and ask for confirmation before taking some consequential actions like sending emails, making purchases on your behalf. They also has the takeover mode, so you can manually sort of input sensitive data, okay? Just keep that in mind as well, that it doesn't always like just go ahead and just do stuff because she asked it to, but sometimes it would pause at some point and ask you. And I'm gonna demo all this in the next part of the tutorial. Let me just give you like a quick example of how this agent mode works. And this particular use case really is one that will leverage the first key component of the agent mode, which is really the visual and text browsers. So I'm just gonna give you this exact task. My YouTube channel name is Learning in Tech, analyze my top competitors and compile a spreadsheet. And I'm gonna click on enter. You'd see that it would start leveraging some of these browsers I mentioned. It would go into like a mini browser mode. It would basically like search the internet, search YouTube to find what I do, and would give me a spreadsheet afterwards. So as you can see, we have this like mini browser mode, right? It has been opened up for us here in our ChatGPT Spring, and it's sort of like, if I went to my Learning in Tech channel and looked for some of my latest content, and then it's now searching the web and searching YouTube to find other channels that do something similar. And the good thing is, it doesn't just check YouTube, it checks other platforms like Reddit and other social media platforms to see which channels do something similar to what I'm doing, okay? And at the end of it all, it's going to generate a spreadsheet for us. All right, so this is finally complete, and it's been compiled into a CSV file. So if I download the CSV file and I should open it from my computer, you'd see that it's given us a list of the competitors along with like their URLs and everything. So, I mean, this is good. This is good. I was expecting more, but I mean, it's good for a first start. I'm going to try a second use case for the agent to try. And this I would have to be with like maybe coming up with like a diet for me, and also like giving me ideas of where to buy groceries and all that. So I'm gonna say, can you generate a budget-friendly keto meal plan for me? Let me know where to shop to get the best prices. And let's see how this agent handles this task. As usual, it's like, okay, I'll create a budget-friendly keto meal plan for you and identify where to shop in Buffalo, New York, to get the best prices. Well, I don't know why it thinks I'm in Buffalo, but anyways, yeah. It allows start by researching local grocery store prices and weekly deals, then put together a shopping list, a meal plan that stays within budget. I'll let you know where to get the most affordable ingredients. So let's see. So it starts by searching for cheapest grocery stores in America. It checks whether these stores have locations in New York. So let's give it some time to complete this task. Okay, so as you can see, it's complete now. Let's start with the responses we got. Okay, so it's giving me the lowest prices, okay, of that. It's assumed I'm in Buffalo, so this is something you have to like correct the agent. So if it gives you like a wrong location, it can go back and say that I'm not in Buffalo, I actually live here, let's say Toronto, Canada. So can you like update the meal plan and give me recommendations based on my location? So you can really do that. And so it's giving me like a budget-friendly keto meal plan, and it's telling me exactly what I need to do. So since I've connected my Google Drive to this, can I say, can you output the data into a Google booking list in Google Drive? But let's see if it would actually go into Google Drive and create a new document and output all this information it got into Google Drive. Let's see what we get. It's saying it's going to open Google Drive for us. So as you can see, the interface in here has changed to the Google Drive interface. Okay, so it's saying I need to take over and log in. So if I click on take over, I'll just say understand. And as you can see, this may put your data at risk. Signing ChatGPT into websites can expose your data to malicious sites. So it gives you this pop-up talking about safety, and the thing, ChatGPT won't take screenshots, your browser session will be saved. This will keep you signing to websites after you finish. And you can always manage this in settings. So I'm going to say I understand. See how it switches from the small interface browser to this browser in here. So I can say finish controlling. And at this point, I've given access to my Google Drive folder. So if I should go into Google Drive, you'll see that it will start creating the document for us. I'd like to mention that at this point where you have to enter your password and everything. ChatGPT won't see or store anything you do. So that's really great from a security standpoint. Okay, so we can see that it's literally creating the Google Doc for us. There's the information we got. So that's great. It's gonna enter the document name, it's choosing the heading, the title, and everything. All this is being done automatically without me having to sort of like come in and put in the stuff. It's gonna insert a menu and everything. This is super cool, guys. This is super cool. The fact that it's able to go into Google Drive, create a document and everything. The functionality is super cool. One thing I would also like to notice that at any point in time, you can click on these 3 dots in here. So it's like I've added your budget-friendly Cheeto meal plan and shopping recommendations into a new Google Doc, and it's titled the budget-friendly Cheeto plan in your drive. This document includes a day-by-day meal table and note on where to find your most affordable ingredients. So if I should come into my Google Drive and expecting to see this document, if I come in here, what I do see in here is the budget-friendly Cheeto meal plan, and it's giving me exactly what I need to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And down here, it's also giving me like a primary store I need to shop at. So it's telling me that I'll get the cheapest stuff, and it's telling me that for other things like meats, I should go to Regans and Walmart and other supplemental stores, which is prioritized or farmers markets. So that's good. That's really good. I like the fact that we just had to give it like a simple prompt and it went on to perform additional steps. So that's good. Up until this point, we've tried out how it does like research on the net and everything and dumps the results into a spreadsheet. We've also tried out the ability for it to use connected. So it basically connected into Google Drive, created a document, and also dumped the information in there. Because I have my Gmail account connected, okay, I'm gonna say I checked my email and summarized the last email I got. So we're gonna click on enter and let's see what I get. Again, it has this pop-up saying that using Agent Mode with connectors, and so I'm just gonna click on it and the spam and let's see what we get. Okay, so it's like it looks like the Gmail API connector needs re-authentication before I can access your messages. So can I open my Gmail? Yes, I can. So I'm gonna take over again, and then I would have to do the same thing I did, that is like logging in with my email and everything. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this is the response we got. It doesn't look like you can establish the Gmail connection, even though I have it connected here. So I honestly don't know what's going on. It's like, since we already reauthorized your account and the connector is still not a term in beta, it appears to be a technical issue on the connector side. And at this point, the best workaround is to access your Gmail directly via the web interface and share the key points of the most recent message so that I can help you summarize it. Wow. Okay, so and it took a long time, people letting me know this is a technical issue, and I could have honestly like already read my email and gotten my response. Okay, I assume if I wanted to create a calendar invitation in my Gmail account, I'll probably have the same issue. Okay, so allow testing out this other functionality. Can you create a calendar event for 1 p.m. today? The event title is catch up. Let me see if it's able to do that. So it's asking, before I create the event, could you let me know the desired duration? So I'll say yes. Okay, so I hit a wall again. It's saying, I'm sorry, but the tools currently available don't support creating the event in Google Calendar, and the calendar web interface isn't accessible in this environment. Because of these limitations, I'm unable to set up that 1 p.m. catch-up event for you directly. Sad. So this also doesn't work. Okay, this also didn't work. I do know that Gemini has a similar functionality as Agent. In my next tutorial, I'm going to be reviewing a Gemini one as well, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. Okay, so I have one last use case I want to try out, and this is really running script. So the ChatGPT Agent Mode boasts of being able to run scripts. So I have like a dummy script in here, and I'm going to see how this ChatGPT agent performs with the scripts. I'm going to click on enter and let's see what happens. Okay, so it was able to run the script. It was able to run the script for us, and it's giving me like an output of what the script was asking for. And so yeah, okay, so that bit really worked well. I was expecting to see like it's opening a terminal of that sort, compiling it and everything, but this also works. Okay, so now that I have tried out all these use cases, the first use case was basically getting it to flying top competitors my match. Okay. And second use case had to do with preparing a budget-friendly witty keto meal plan for me, and then bouncing it into a Google document in my Google Drive, and that also worked. The third use case had to do with like checking my email and summarizing the last email I received. That doesn't work because we had some technical issues. And then I tried to connect it to Google Calendar. That also didn't work. And then finally, I decided to run a script using the agent mode. That did work. So now that I have tried out all these use cases, about 4 to 5 use cases, what are my honest opinions, or what's my honest thoughts about the ChatGPT Agent Mode? Okay, so here's my own mistake on the Agent Mode. It's powerful, okay? Don't get me wrong, I was able to do a few things. I was able to open Google Drive and dump in, create a document, dump in beta and all that. So that was great. It has the ability to browse the web. It has the ability to run code. It has the ability to analyze files and connect to tools like Google Drive, all in one place. It sounds amazing, okay? At Impactors, I still think it's pretty rough. I don't think it's there yet, right? As someone who builds AI agents, who builds AI automation, I think that we're still not there yet. We still have to keep logging in and re-enabling tools. Even though you've already connected them as connectors in here, I shouldn't say I already have these connectors in here, but I still had to like re-enable, re-log in and all that. And this makes it very slow. And to be honest, the Google Apps connectors are a hit or a miss, okay? Google Drive worked, Gmail didn't work, Google Calendar didn't work. And like I'm saying, sometimes they work, sometimes you run into random technical issues that will just chill the workflow. I like the idea that it's asking you to like take over at certain point in time. I like the idea they're able to switch between like the desktop view and then the browser view. I think that's great. But I'm really like the fact that you have to always take over, or you always have to step in. It has advantages and disadvantages, okay? And that takes a lot of time. Tell me why it took it so long to let me know that it was an issue with like the Gmail connector. As someone watching this tutorial, you think that this was just like a quick 15-20 minutes tutorial, but in reality, I spent about 2 hours trying to just make sure everything works fine. It took about 20 minutes to search for my competitors and everything. Meanwhile, if I was searching for my competitors myself, I'll probably be damning like 5 minutes, okay? And so it took 20 minutes and I thought it was gonna give me 20 different competitors, but again, you saw the list I got. It gave me like a very small list of competitors, and so given the time it took to perform the task and the value, I don't think it's valuable to use agent mode for tasks like that. Maybe it might be valuable for a lot more complex tasks, but you have to really weigh your options and see which one is better. Or if you are better off just like building an entire AI agent in N8N or another AI agent building tool, okay? Another thing I would say is there's no way to save or customize agents yet, which means that you're kind of starting from scratch for every session. It would be great if you can sort of pick up from where you left off the last time. So while I would say that is a step towards like real AI automation, it really doesn't feel fully reliable or seamless yet. But still, I'm excited for what this could become with more stability and updates. And as usual, if you found this tutorial helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more real-world AI tutorials, and let me know in the comment section below, have you tried the agent mode? What's your experience? What has it been like? And I'm sure people would ask, is it worth like upgrading to Pro from the free version? Just use the agent mode. To be fair, I don't know if it's worth it for now, to be fair. I don't know if it's worth it for now, just because like, if you're able to do everything you need to do in the free version, then building the agent mode is gonna like change everything drastically. I do think it's a step in the right direction, and it'll definitely take some time before it gets to become a true autonomous AI agent. But for now, it's still a lot of learning, a lot of try and errors here and there. If you don't need to upgrade to the Pro version, you don't need to. If you want to upgrade to the Pro version because you want to access agents mode, maybe you would want to like rethink that, or maybe get a free trial, try it out first to see if it actually does the work you need you to do. Okay, that is it for today's tutorial, and I hope you found it helpful. See you in the next one.